Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroader. It's been a hot minute since I was able to record. Trying to get back into the swing of things here. We are at Tier 5, and we're on day 20. Bright and early start here at 7 a.m. And I think it's been almost a week since I recorded, but I think it said 21 cars at the interchange. There's quite a few cars over there. We're getting things rolling. I'm going to pull out the loaded cars here. And Al's doing double duty. He's got 3 and 2. So we're going to bring in the logs, grab those empty cars, get those ready to head back out later in the day. So we're kind of double timing here. Lots to do, lots to do. All right, we're going to release that guy. Lace that up. So we got a little bit of switching to do here. I'm going to bring that guy down here. The car in the middle is not quite full. So I need to bring that one. I need to bring that one back up. So yeah, we're just diving in here at Tier 5. Lots to do. Let's grab number 3. And we'll see how it goes. I haven't done Tier 5 a day yet. This is the first day. So we'll see how it goes. Tier 4 was not a problem. Tier 5, I think we're just going to have to keep on top of the switching of the log cars. Alright, we got both of them on the move. Why not go check in on the third engine? How are we looking over here? I don't think I have anybody set up to load. Get that taken care of. How many people have we got in here? We got 100 people waiting to get on board, so they will start filling up the cars. Let's see. I should be on the right crew. That. So if we go to freight, I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm going to start putting in the things that are headed out. None of the sawmill stuff I care about. We got pickups, stencil. That's all sawmill stuff. Sawmill stuff. All right, cool. So we have some stuff headed out to Ella as well. A couple for the farm supply. We've got one for the interchange. Coming out of Holyfield. Got a couple coming out of Stencil. All right, cool. Them loading up. They're going along. Let's get back over here into the action. Got number 2. I need to drop you off. Shove this guy right back over here. So that's gonna, yeah, this is gonna be this video. I'm just gonna be flying all over the place, and we're gonna start working here at Tier 5 to see how we get along. Release you. So I'm gonna pull these cars out so we can shove these logs in. I'm hoping, yeah, that's smart enough to stay out of his way. Sometimes if there's nothing down here, he wants to go down in there on that slope for some reason. And then even here, he wants to go out on the main, but I don't necessarily want him to go out on the main, so I'm going to manually tell him to back up into there. I think it's because of the cut sitting at the interchange, maybe. He thinks he doesn't have the room or something. But I'm just going to manually tell him. And once he's past that switch, give him his order back over to here. Alright, we got squealing cars all over the place. Lots of action going on. Okay, that's good enough right there. Handbrake on, and we can come back down here and grab you. Switch back over to number 3. I really like having that R key for the roster. That was a great addition. It's been in for a while. It was a great addition for quality of life. Nope, I didn't have any brakes on, so we don't need to apply that. That is all out. We can throw these back on that track. Hopefully nobody gets dizzy here as we fly around. It's a busy, busy morning. Been busy, busy life too. Sorry for the interruption of the video flow. Just been a lot going on. I was out of town last weekend, helping my mom out with some stuff. And work's been super busy, just haven't had a whole lot of time for video games. We're going to get back into it. I'm recording this, what is today, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday on my lunch break. So I'm going to try to get this. If I can get it rendered in time, I'll put it out on Thursday. If not, you'll see it Friday if you're watching this as it comes out. We'll just see how it goes. All right, now we got these cars that are both full. So we're going to grab the other cut. I kind of wish the glad hands wouldn't swing around quite so much. They're pretty enthusiastic about swinging around. So we're going to have to pull these out of here in 2 bits, basically. Oh, shoot. I didn't have the right engine selected. Nope. Go back on you. You're good. Why isn't number 2 moving? Because you didn't tell number 2 to move. You dummy. Sorry, train. Poor number 3 is very confused right now. He's like, but boss, you literally just told me to go somewhere else. My bad. I'll just keep that engine roster screen up. So I'm going to grab these cars. We'll set them here. We'll grab the rest of these and we'll shove the whole thing out once number 3 is out of the way. That's not the first time I've told the wrong engine to go somewhere. That's for sure. It won't be the last. It happens. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 cars. So about there-ish. There you go, number 3. How are you doing on fuel? Did I refill you? I didn't. I'll need to refill you before we head up the branch. There we go. Let's get some cinematic action here. Come flying past the fuel stand. Very nice. That might be a thumbnail. Well, yeah, I had a great comment about the marker lights. I was asking about those. Let me lock onto this guy so I can. So basically, these are supposed to be red when you're going backwards. So I'm going to turn these off for now. I'll try to remember to do that when we're coming down the branch. Actually, since it's the end of the train, maybe it should just be red all the time. That's supposed to designate the end of the train. So since we're pushing most of the time, maybe we'll just leave it on red. Y'all can correct me if I've got that wrong, but that's what I understand anyway, that the marker light should be red to designate the end of a train. Okay, you are a little too long. Fit in there, but we can leave this cut. And then I'm going to bring him right over here to sit, so he's out of the way. Let him go 25 as needed. Let the rest of those logs unload, and then we'll be shoving the whole deal up there. Okay, back over to number 2. Number 3 gets out of the way. Oh, that's good. You can stop right there. And we need to grab this cut of cars. So if I had more time, I would set up the camera and do some nice switching montages. I just don't have the time to do that today. I wanted to get rocking and rolling here on this Tier 5 day and see how it went. We'll get at least the East Whittier stuff done. Okay, while they're doing that, let's go take a look. We do have a bunch of cars over here. So that looks like, yeah, that's all sawmill stuff. Sawmill, sawmill. Sometimes they mix things in, so just double checking. That's all Whittier sawmill. Whittier sawmill. Oh boy, how are we going to get all these cars in there? Hint, we're not. And then we get back here to the stencil. We've only got 4 cars. You know, aside from the sawmill, we've only got 4 cars going out. So, a lot and lots of cars. How are we doing on... I'm all over the place. Engine service. Okay, so we used a decent chunk of repair parts. We've got plenty of money. Oops, we got plenty of money. I should go ahead and send this guy out. So if we go to operations, I'm going to go ahead and say buy repair. Buy the repair parts. We'll go ahead and throw him on the switch list. So if I remember to check the switch list, I won't forget about him. What are you doing? You're not crossing the grade. You're just sitting there. Right? Maybe he was a little close to the grade. Let's back him off just a hair. Okay, we have a handbrake on here, and then we got one more set of hoses right here. Yep. These out, and you. And like I said, I'm recording this on my lunch break, and my work laptop just beeped. That could be bad. No, it's just somebody asking a question. We're all good. But while Al's pulling those back, I'm going to go answer the question here on my work laptop. Alrighty, we got that grabbed up. Trying to answer work questions and get a video recorded. Good times. All right, number 3 is out of the way, so we are good. Get all these cars over here on this track. And again, the AI always likes to go down this outer path, I think because this is a straight switch. So I'm going to tell him to go here. And then we'll have him go on down once he's there. Let's get zoomed in and we'll watch this guy walk on out of here. Just answering a word question and realized those puffs are really slow. Yeah, the number 2 is struggling. Oh, it's 900 tons. Wow. Okay. Well, I might have to turn this into a time lapse. We'll get out of here eventually, I think, because the weight at the top of the train here is, you know, it's off the grade. The main grade is like right here. The rest of it's pretty flat. So I think we'll make it. It's just going to take some time. Well, we finally made it out of the hole. Now we got to just get pulled back. I'll probably cut some of this out. So we'll get this cut over, and then we'll start working on some setouts. Yeah, that was a heavy pull there for old number 2. It's still getting the job done, but I might start thinking about upgrades. I like the Tank Mikado for the logging stuff. That's working out nicely. So, yeah, we'll see. I know some people would like to see something besides the starter locos. But I kind of like the idea of using the starter locos for as long as possible. But, you know, we're making decent cash. The railroad is definitely profitable. Now, will this fit in the track? I think it will. So we need to come all the way down to here. Let's drop it there, and we'll see where that puts us. I think that might be far enough. So we're going to do the usual. We've only got 4 cars outbound, so we'll shove the big cut down here, take those 4 outbounds that are headed west off, stick them on here out of the way, then we'll start working the sawmill. Speaking of sawmill, yeah, they should be unloading those pretty quickly as time goes. Speaking of time going on, how are we looking on the passenger front? You are full. That's kind of what I thought. So we're going to bring passengers to Ella. Where am I? Random location. All right, let's say you can go. I do have the right engine selected. Perfect. Point mode. Full speed ahead. Oh, no, actually, I forgot. I was going to try 35. I don't know they can actually go any faster than 35 anywhere. So we'll just leave it at 35. That's the default anyway. Back over to number 2. We get 627 tons on the move here. And again, we got just these 4 cars here. 2 for Ella, 1 for Hollyfield, and 1 for Stenzel. Heading out of here. I don't remember. Did I show this on the video? Honestly, don't remember. I got another coal car. Because we're just about out of coal. So I'm going to swap those around. So if I didn't show it on the video, ta-da! There's my other coal car. I did buy one of those. And then once we expand, of course, we'll need to get some coal going. Probably want to do something at Dillsboro eventually. But we do have water down there. We'll just have to be careful. Then that's another consideration as well for upgrading engines 1 and 2 is, you know, coal and water capacity for the longer run. Okay, you are Stenzel. Yep, we can get you past there. Beautiful. Stick you right in here. Number 1 is flying along at 34 miles an hour. I don't think there's a faster speed anywhere, so 35 should be fine. You've been following my community posts, you know I'm going to be building a new gaming PC here soon. I'm waiting for the rest of the parts to come in. The case was delivered literally as I was recording this. So in one of the edits there, I ran upstairs, got that off the porch. So yeah, looking forward to building that out. And I'm planning to stream that over on my other channel, my Williams Workbench channel, where I do electronics and maker type stuff. So I'll be having links to that on my Discord and here on this YouTube channel as well when I go to do that build. If you want to come hang out on a live stream while I build my new PC, should be fun. Throw a handbrake on there just in case. And we got black cars all over the place, don't we? So we got 2, 4, 6, 8. We need to basically break off about here. Take 8 cars down. Well, we can take the whole cut down and then cut them off on the slope. That'll work. It's 7? I was thinking it was 7 cars for each of these tracks. I don't have my track sheet here. So we may have to do some midday switching. I don't know that we can get all these cars in there. Alright, you are good. So let's pop you down. I usually put the waypoint about there in the middle. Let him get down here, and then we'll cut apart and we'll start breaking these cars into their tracks. Don't tell the boss. We're doing a little car kicking here. Stopped. Him down about here. Yeah, that'll work. I might be kicking these in because it's fun. And get one more kicked. That's cool, because I had that selected on the view. It's still following the car. Let's get the inspect window up. A lot of times that's easier than trying to hit the handbrake there. And somewhere about in there. Oh, a little early. That's okay. So actually I can probably release the handbrake on both of those guys. So yeah, that's fun. Back him up. Just tell him to go there, and then I'll get the timing right. So I'm going to be kicking some cars. We'll get these all sorted in. And I've actually got a work meeting, so it'll be a quick cut for you, but it may be an hour or 5 for me. We'll do some more switching right after this. Okay, the sawmill's taken care of. I need to get this car down there and then get these cars headed west. So we're going to do some more kicking, dropping shenanigans. So I think what I can do, I'll try doing this with Al, is I can tell Al to come down here. And I'm going to tell him to accelerate to 25. Actually, what I should do is, well, what I should have done is unhook these hoses. So let's do that. Make sure this car is bled, and then we're going to cut this guy loose. We're going to follow the car. See, he screams off into the distance. Cool. All right, that should be all set, and then we want this switch thrown. And as soon as this guy goes through, throw the switch. And if we have enough of a gap here, it'll all work out. Sometimes having Al slow down there is not the best idea. And throw. Hopefully it stays thrown. Yay. All right, back to following the car. And he's chugging along pretty good. I'm going to see if I can just tweak that speed just a bit by cranking the handbrake a bit. There we go. I think that will be fine. I'm going to let it go on down and hopefully hook onto those cars. And then we need Al to come back up here and grab these cars. We need to get the log train headed up the branch. After we fuel that up, of course. Alright, how is number 1 doing? You are back here. Are you set to load? You are indeed set to load, and you're almost full. Excellent. Well, as soon as we get number 2 past the Connolly Y there, we can get 3 heading back over here. And I was kind of looking through the engines. Kind of thinking of replacing 2 at some point with maybe a G25. It's a pretty decent little upgrade over the 16. And it holds a lot of coal and a decent amount of water as well. A little more water. So yeah, we'll take a look at that. I'm not going to be upgrading this episode, but I'm thinking we might want something a little chunkier now that we're pushing a lot of load out of the sawmill here. It got it done, but it was just pretty darn slow. All right, you are released. We can fly over here, and we'll bring number 2 right over here. Yeah, we'll let you go main speed. Whatever the main line speed is fine. Still waiting on 5 more passengers there. Gotta remember to fill him up. Yeah, I was going to bring him on down, but we'll just wait. We'll get number 2 passed, and then we'll get number 3 on its way. There we go. All right, now let's get you on down to the logging track. And I think I'll just hook on and go rather than try to shuffle the cars into a specific order. I would usually have the yellow cars on this end, but we can work with having the yellow cars down here. No problem. That'll work as well. Get him headed on down, and we should have full log cars everywhere. Just go double check that. They've been sitting up here overnight, so I'd be very surprised if we didn't have full log cars. Yeah, we're looking good. And looking good. So we're ready to bring down a full load of cars from there. So let me go grab the empties, and I'll meet you up at L1. Yeah, right there ought to do. Okay, so we need these over here, and I think we'll just grab the logs on the way back out like we did last time. So we'll just throw on a handbrake, set these guys over here. Easy peasy. I'll go ahead and set that to 10 just so he's not building up too much speed. I know some of you like longer episodes. This is going to be one of those. I'm not going to show this every single time because I've shown it before. This is the daily routine. And it's going to be pretty busy, I think, here at Tier 5. Especially if the other industries ramp up their car requirements. But just keeping the sawmill happy, I think, is going to be pretty much a full-time job. It looks like we have the log count up here to do it. Just a matter of switching the cars. So we'll see. We might have to make a morning run up here and an evening run up here. Keep cranking through the logs. Yeah, that'll do, Al. Right in there. Okay, I'm getting laced back up to this cut, and I'll see you up at L2. I see a plume of smoke off in the distance. Here he comes. So just like in the last video, we're going to run around, grab this cut, set it over there, and then we'll grab the empties. Head back down. Or sorry, we'll put the empties in here, and then we'll grab the logs and head back down. Do the old swapperoo there at L2, do the old swapperoo at L1. We'll end up back down at the sawmill with a fresh load of logs. And they are, yeah, they're half full. They're ripping right through them at Tier 5. So I think I'm going to cut most of that out because that was pretty much the last video. Logs, logs, logs. Well, it's even more logs now with Tier 5. So I'll see you back down at the sawmill and we'll close out the video down there. I will interject here real quick. I haven't forgot about the other trains. I've been working those in the background. So we just sent off number 1. He sent it over to Ella. Just rounded the bend down there with more passengers. So I hope to get him down there, unloaded, reloaded, and headed back this way. And then we'll be sending number 2 that way. Right now, number 2, while I'm waiting on 3 to get in position, is switching out Stenzel here. And naturally, we've got 1 in the middle here that needs to stay. So there'll be a little bit of switching around there. I'll be doing that in the background, and I'll be running number 3, and then I'll see y'all down at the sawmill. And here we are, back down at the sawmill. I just cut these cars off, letting them drift. Al's going to shove that cut into the track so they can start unloading. And we've got a little bit of a graphical glitch here, but that's okay. I'm sure it'll resolve itself. And I definitely didn't forget to put water and coal in here and have to come back down here and get more water. Yeah. It's all good. I didn't run out. I do need to get it refilled with coal after we get these cars spotted. Everything else is good. Number 2 is, yeah, he's back over here. Went down and switched Ella. So we're getting ready to close out the morning here. Let me just switch over to 2. Maybe that'll fix that track glitch. Yeah, he's coming back over here. Attack those 2 cars from Ella on there, and then we'll do a run around. We'll push them back over to the interchange track. Ready to head out. And number 1 is ready to head back down to Ella. We're just busy, busy, busy here on the railroad. Have you run there, and then how are you looking? We'll get him running around, and we'll get back over and get Al taken care of on number 3. I guess with all these trains running around, we need more than just Albert Inman. We're going to have somebody else. Yeah, we'll hook you on there, and then hop you off the back. Have you run around, and we'll bebop back over here, and we got logs getting unloaded. Nice. Only problem is those are not in the catchment area, but that's okay. We'll get them swapped around at some point, but what I want to do is leave this cut here, and then we're going to have to get this cut here out of the way. We can clear the way for number 2 to come back in here and drop off some cars. And then we'll see how the logs go. I may have to go make another run this afternoon in game. We'll see how it is, and I can let you know in the next video how that's going. Yep, number 2's doing the old run around. I was kind of surprised this car wasn't ready yet, but it's still got 5 tons of building supplies. It may be ready later this evening. We've got all the main morning work done, so that's cool. We should have all these hoses laced up. Ready to head out. Three's ready, and 2's ready. Did I click you too soon? Oh, no, I've got the wrong engine up. There we go. Told you it wouldn't be the last time I did that. At least I didn't tell it to actually move somewhere this time. Okay, number 2, you can come over to here. And number 3, you can come over to here. Should be plenty of room. Just need to get you laced up so you got some brakes. There we go. So if I'd been thinking quicker, I could have just left this cut over there on the Y. I wasn't there at the time to make sure that happened. Let's put you about there. That should be plenty. Number 2 rolling through here. He's going to route on there. Number 2's running around the corner. Number 2, we want you to come back over here and hook onto this guy. I don't want you to run into number 3 yet, so we're going to watch on the map. So right now, number 2 has been told to stop here. So here we go. Get number 3 in the clear. We'll tell number 2 to come on down here and hook onto that car. There we go. Busy day on the East Whittier Logging Company Railroad. Thanks as always for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.